Again, you're doing this at your own risk, all right? I don't want you to hurt yourself. Take it easy. Stop if you need to. You always want to be in control and comfortable doing what you're doing. So we're still going relatively slow at this point. Used to the 180 on the front wheel. Just see if you can get that back wheel up a little bit higher. So this time when you're coming into it, you're going to lift the back wheel up a little bit higher over the front wheel, going too far, and so you're putting your feet down at that point or jamming on the brakes. So you've got that bit where you're doing the 180 on the front wheel, so now I'm going to do the same thing, but going a little faster. And what that extra speed does is gives us the momentum, so as we're going up, the back of the bike comes around a little bit faster, so rather than going over the handlebars, it's going to pull you backwards. And at this point, you still want to be in control and you still want to be gently placing the back wheel down. If the back wheel's not coming down gently, go back a couple of steps and go over those 10 more times and then move on. So we're going a little bit faster into it. Get used to going a bit faster. And this time you're going to put more oomph into the turn, so you're really throwing the bike around. Always have your hand ready on the brakes, or if you're riding brakeless, just get ready to jump off. You're going to put in more effort to spin around, and you want to get to that balance point where you can feel your bike's balance. There's a point there where you don't have to use any effort at all to hold it up. The bike's balance, that's where you want to get the bike to, that balance point, of course with you on top of it. At that point, you're going to have your fingers on the brakes ready in case you go too far, or you're ready to jump off if you're brakeless. And then you're going to be using your body weight to maintain this balance, which means you're going to be going forwards or backwards over the top of the bike so you can maintain your balance. And this is where it gets fun. And what I'm doing in the middle of rolling backwards is if I'm about to go over the handlebars, I'm putting the brakes on, but gently. So what happens is you're going backwards, you're about to go over the handlebars, you put the brakes on, you come back, you let go, have them on for too long, you go back, your back will go back to the ground. So you've got to find that point where you're going backwards, brakes, let them off, so you can go over the handlebars, put on the brakes again, let them off, over the handlebars, put on the brakes, over the handlebars. And what will end up happening is that you will refine it to a point where what we call feathering the brakes. You're doing this. So you're not jamming them on, you're just touching and touching. And ideally, you don't want to be using any brakes at all. I do my best G-turns with no brakes, but they're a bit scary. I've always got my fingers there just in case. Finding that balance point. Remember, take it easy, take your time. Probably spend no longer than, I don't know, do what you want. I wouldn't spend too much time, but I would try and do it consistently. So a little bit, 5 minutes is probably fine. I probably wouldn't spend too much longer than 10 minutes a day. But just a little bit here and there, because what's happening is your neurons in your brain need to grow and need to start attaching themselves to other neurons. You're learning the muscle memory. That takes time. Let it take time. Just do a little bit, maybe even have a break for a couple of days and come back to it, and you'll be a lot better than what you were beforehand. And enjoy, have fun. This is a great trick when you get it. If you reckon there's someone else who would like to learn the G-turn, please send them the video, because it's such a great trick. I think everyone should be doing G-turns.